Hey, what's up? This is Eddie04, and today I got something new. I finally got to open this new box here, which is the Elgato Streamdeck XL. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I never thought I needed a bigger Stream Deck. I actually got the Elgato Streamdeck Mini, which, you know, has what, 3 buttons. I thought it was just more than enough for what I needed to do, but eventually when I started developing a better production value into my stream, I realized that 6 buttons weren't enough. And I've used folders, I have used, you name it, I have used all the different options that you can do in the Stream Deck to be able to add more and more options within the buttons that you have available, right? You know, shortcuts, profiles, folders, everything. But I needed another Stream Deck. That's what happened. And I was gonna get the normal one, but I ended up getting the XL. So today we're gonna be unboxing the Stream Deck XL and also learn how to set it up. By the way, talking about streaming in the Elgato Stream Deck, I stream on Twitch every single week. You can go ahead and hop in and ask me any question related to tech or streaming. To be honest, I started with the Stream Deck Mini, and these products are pricey, to be honest. Like it's more than $200, something like that. And after going through the process of just getting the Stream Deck Mini, which I definitely thought that I would not need any more buttons at all, I realized that I ended up getting the Elgato Streamdeck XL. And the reason why is because 6 buttons are not enough, to be honest. Now, I am not saying that you need to go ahead and buy in. If you have a Mini, just go ahead and get an Streamdeck XL, or if you're gonna buy one, just go with the XL right away. Well, to be honest, it all depends on what is your case study. It all depends on how you're gonna use the Stream Deck. Now, in this case, when I started, I was just using it for, I guess, production resources, like opening Photoshop or any other app in my computer. But I've been streaming for a while, and the more I improve in my production value for the stream, the more I realize that 6 buttons are not enough. And the reason why I'm saying this is because, you know, you start adding some voiceovers or sometimes some audio cues, and you want to do other features or set up other different combination of tools with the Stream Deck, and 6 buttons just don't make the cut. Now you could go ahead and just use the normal Stream Deck, which is about what, 15 buttons, I believe. But if you're going to invest much more effort in your production value and you're going to add a whole bunch of other features into your stream, then I would definitely recommend thinking about getting the StreamDeck XL. Now, I didn't get the StreamDeck XL right away. As you can see today, I'm actually unboxing it, and it took me like what, 2 years or a year and a half or something like that since I got the StreamDeck Mini. I had the Mini for a long time and I've used it in all the ways possible. I've used profiles, I've used folder, and it works. But I realized that it's just a big hassle trying to jump over between folders or profiles to get it to work. Like literally I have about what, 15 different profiles just to make it work in the way that I would like it to. And I've used other combinations. I know there are free solutions out there. I have also used the Streamlab OBS to be able to use my cell phone to control my stream, but that is limited to specific things within Streamlab OBS, or slops like I like to call it. I've also used, external numpads for your keyboard to program them, setting them out with hotkeys so that you could use them. Even I went into OBS and set up specific keystrokes so that I could do things within my stream. But I have really fell in love with the StreamDeck. Even the Mini, even though it only has 6 keys, I think that the Mini fulfills its purpose. Now, if you're not heavily into streaming and you don't find yourself using a whole bunch of extra buttons, then by all means, go ahead and use or get the StreamDeck Mini. But there's a little caveat here though. When you get the StreamDeck Mini and you start getting used to having that extra buttons there, then you realize that there's more to come. I'll strongly suggest to think through how you're going to be using your StreamDeck to determine what is the proper amount of keys that you will need. Now, the StreamDeck Mini only has 6. The StreamDeck has 15 and the XL has 32. Now, at the beginning, I thought, you know what, I will never need 32 keys from a StreamDeck. Plus, the price is way too expensive, so it doesn't really convince me in getting a StreamDeck XL. Well, fast forward now, 2020, here I am. Now, have in mind that the StreamDeck Mini is about $100. I don't know if I would pay $100 for that. I actually got it for about $60 or $70. Whenever there was a deal, I went ahead and capped that one. So I would strongly recommend getting the Mini less than $100. Now, if you think about the progression between the prices between the Mini, the normal one, and the XL, if you see the progression between the prices, I would definitely think if I would rather get the StreamDeck XL. Like literally, save the money and then get that one. Use your hotkeys, suck it up for a while, just keep hanging there until you get enough to get the StreamDeck XL. The reason why is because the progression goes from 100 to 150 and then to 250. And if you think about it, when you start counting the keys, right, you have 6, then you have 15, and then you have 32, which you're literally doubling up a little bit more than 15 for less than $100. So from the normal size, which is 15 keys for 150, $100 more, and you get double the keys and a little extra, I would rather go with the StreamDeck XL. And the reason why is because I've seen a lot of people use more than one StreamDeck, and there's nothing wrong with it, but having actually 2 normal StreamDecks for the same price, I don't know about that one. That is why I'm going to be using this StreamDeck Mini for now, plus the StreamDeck XL. Now, the reason why I also hopped over into an XL is because besides all the different scenes and things that I've been adding into the production value for the stream, I also stream for clients, for sports, events, podcasts, and so on. You can go ahead and check out the link in the description below. Ask me any question about streaming, tech, and so on. I'm always open to have you there. Now, we're going to go ahead and set up the Elgato Streamdeck XL. Now, I currently have the Mini installed, so you will see when I open up the profiles that most likely it will show you the Mini. And the reason why I'm going to have both of them connected is because I want to copy some profiles and some icons that I want to have in my StreamDeck XL. Now, is there a really good reason to, have an excuse to get the Stream Deck, because I know there's a lot of solutions out there that you could pretty much replicate this almost for free, even using other digital or virtual, I guess, decks or stream decks, so that you can do the same thing that you do with a Stream Deck. Now, just have in mind, and I'm going to go ahead and detach the StreamDeck XL. There is a way to do this or replicate this. I don't know if it's going to be the same quality though. Now, you can have multiple keys out there, and you can literally, you know, make your own buttons, get stickers and put them on, which I have a couple of friends that have done that, and they were pretty good and worked pretty well. And even that friend, he ended up getting an Elgato Streamdeck afterwards. Now, I mean, this product is well done. that's as simple as it is. It is well done. Like literally, there is an LCD screen just below the keys, so you can fill this up with any kind of icons that you want to. And besides that, the buttons are very sturdy, which means that they will last even farther than a normal keyboard, because usually the external numpads or external devices for extension hotkeys are usually membrane keyboards. So I really like the way in the build of this one. And the cool thing is that in the XL, they actually consider a lot of customers' notes, and they literally had a detachable cable, and it's actually USB-C. And besides that, they have a way of actually mounting this, and it's magnetic, so you can actually mount it just like that and set it up. Now, to be honest, if I had to add something else to this product, which I really like how it is, and I haven't even used the StreamDeck XL, I've been using the Mini for a long time, and I know that the experience is going to be so great. But what I would probably add to this, if the base actually had a way to screw the holders for cameras and so on, so that you could actually have this in a higher precision. You could put it up there. I know that this is actually meant to be in a tabletop, but there would be so much other options to do with having this allocated in somewhere else. Now think about it. I mean, Elgato also has like a stand that you can use it for whatever else you want to, like lights, cameras, and so on. So why not have a Stream Deck on it too? Think about it. If you're listening, Elgato, remember about me. Besides that, I'm not an Elgato fanboy, but I'm gonna give credit where the credit is due. If you build a good product, I'm gonna call it out. I'm gonna say, hey, it's a good product. And the Stream Deck is pretty good. Also the CamLink though. Talking about the CamLink, actually you can check the other video in the card up here, and just go ahead and see what I think about the Elgato CamLink and their competitors. So I'm gonna look for my Stream Deck software, which is right here, and I'm gonna open it up like this, and check this out. So now, because I have both of them installed, I have the Stream Deck Mini, which, as I mentioned, these are like profiles, and I can jump over by pressing the buttons, and each one of these have like multiple things inside. It's a lot. Anyways, now we got the StreamDeck XL, and the cool thing about this is that it has a whole bunch of other features, and you can take advantage of the 32 different keys available. Now, why would I use the StreamDeck XL? I don't know if you noticed, but if I jump over to my Elgato StreamDeck Mini, these are profiles, and these are scenes, and here there's more, and then there is a ton of profiles here. And just to show you how it looks, literally this is me playing around with the Elgato StreamDeck Mini just to make it work in the way that I want it to. I literally had to create different profiles. I know there are a couple of them are folders, but just to make it work seamless, it's a lot. It's cool, it's fun, it works, and is the cheapest version of the Stream Deck, but it's time for an upgrade. So StreamDeck XL, same thing as always, nothing too fancy, but it has 32 keys. I can't stress that enough. And the reason why is because more is better, right? So cool things that I want to point out that you couldn't see before because I only had the Mini, is that now, besides new features from OBS, you can actually control other Stream Decks to do things. Now, all in all, with this product, I guess, there's a little thing with the Stream Deck Mini this is the only position available for it, right? It already has this built-in stand, I guess, and this is the only position they would have. This is actually very portable. I would wish that this was also a detachable USB cable, or just a detachable cable all in all, or maybe just make it wireless, who knows. Anyways, this I use when I go out there and do some streaming for sports and so on. I use this one. Now, at the beginning, I felt a little bit uncomfortable with the buttons because I felt that they were kind of tacky, you know, a little too thick, and they weren't pushing pretty well. But after, you know, a little more usage into it, buttons are now great. Now, on the other side, with the Elgato Streamdeck XL, the buttons feel much more smooth. They are slightly thinner, and the brightness side by side, they look a little bit brighter on the StreamDeck XL. I don't know if that was how it was meant to be. If I go ahead and copy something from our Mini and just put it in here, I don't know, y'all. I am looking at the difference side by side, and for me, the StreamDeck XL looks a little bit whiter. The colors might be a little bit washed out, but in comparison with the StreamDeck Mini, the saturation looks pretty much colorful, pretty much brighter, which I kind of like a little bit better. But you know, it is what it is. More keys, more opportunities, more features, more options. More is better sometimes. Hey, this is Elgato, and don't forget to subscribe, and also remember to click on the notification bell to be notified whenever I release a brand new video. If you want to watch more videos related to streaming and all those different devices that we use and how to set them up, go ahead and watch the StreamWiz playlist here, or you can also watch my latest video. And you can learn something new for tech and streaming.